Morning, it's me. I'm back. It's Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it is Wednesday, December 15, and I didn't have this adjusted, right? There, that's better. 10:30 a.m. I'm on Facebook, but you could be watching this, the replay on YouTube, because I end up, loading it there. So while you're getting on, let me know if you're here, and I need to pull you up on my page here so that I can see comments all the time. Morning, Dina. I'm glad you're here. All right, just a sec. I'm almost there. Oh, something's in the way. Morning, Marcia. My computer's being slow because I just woke it up. Morning, Nancy. Thanks for sharing already, Dina. Oh, man. This is bugging me. My computer's like, nope, I'm still staying in bed. Hi, Carrie. I can't see on my computer yet. And Kathy, good morning. I'm happy to be here. Sorry I'm late. There's always something. Well, it's always me getting up too late or getting around too slowly because I stay up way too late doing this. Thank you. Same to you, Jamie. And my computer is saying no. Hi, Terry. I have lots of you on. Thanks for being patient with me and persistent waiting for me and finding me and whatever. I appreciate that. So, I'm not sure if I can switch over to my randomizer. No, my computer is just saying no. I need to do something a sec and get it to stop stalling on me. Cancel that. Yeah, it's just not. Make sure I'm seeing all the comments. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see comments. It just doesn't want to get rid of this. Something is just totally blocking my seeing comments on here. Oh, okay, now it let me go somewhere else. No, it thinks I want to boost a post in the middle of this. Okay, and Sherry's on. Okay, now I can see everybody. Good morning, Sherry. Thank you for joining me. Okay, now I can go about my business. So, hey, if you still need Christmas ideas, or your people still need Christmas ideas, I have gift certificates that your people or you can buy from me if you're interested. So they're not, I wish we could have digital ones. That would be really cool because people order online so much. But they are paper ones, so I would be happy to send that out to somebody, or people can pick those up, any denomination, whatever you'd like. And so Christmas is actually why I was wanting to do this project. I want to do something different. I sort of, on one hand, I feel like I still need to be showing Christmas cards. On the other hand, like, you probably have yours out already or done already. Mine aren't out yet. I'm still lagging on that. But anyway, so I have a project in mind that might be kind of a fun gift even. Or, well, I told you it was going to be a box in my thing. But I had something in mind for the box too. So, okay, so I'm going over to my randomizer first, so I don't forget to do that. Click remove name from list after names are drawn. They have a typo. Remove name from list of names after draw. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I still have to make some too, but I have a whole bunch from my swaps that I'm using. But yeah, I have to subsidize it yet. It's really ridiculous that it takes me so long to get stuff out, and I have swaps to work on. Silly. I don't know why I do this to myself every year. Okay, so I'm starting the draw, and remember we have a gift bag with a tag, a joy tag, and then a joy card also to give away. So I'm not going to be shipping the bag, so hopefully whoever wins the bag can come get it. And same with the box I'm doing today. So I'm starting my rant. Oops, I didn't do it. What in the world? Nothing wants to work today. Just a sec. Oh, it didn't show me it was rolling. Marcia, you're my first winner. Woohoo! Where's my pen? Man, computer is not wanting to wake up either. Marcia Hill, congratulations. So I can be just like the rest of us, normal. Oh, I am definitely on the normal side. Very human. Okay, pick another name and start. Jamie Rose, woohoo! Congratulations. Hey, so if you need an extra Christmas card, oh, you're leaving. When are you leaving? In a week. No, less than a week. So if you need an extra Christmas card, I have a joy card for you. Marcia, I'll give you the gift bag because I know you'll come for stuff. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to write that suit too so I don't forget. So Marcia gets the bag, Jamie gets the card. And there we go. I know, but I'm not filling it with chocolate. You'll have to do that. Okay, so congratulations, winners. I found a stack of Christmas cards from a kit I put together last year and didn't mail. Oops. Yes, that would be... Oh, sounds good. Except I have an errand to run, and I'm never available until 12:30. I'll see if I can get my errand run by 12:30. I don't know when you're thinking, but text me first. Okay, so I was just remembering news that I wanted to mention today already. After 2:30. Okay, that should work. So I decided I'm giving myself a vacation day. Todd is going to be off. Just a sec. Excuse me. Todd is going to be off the week between the holidays, and so I am not doing a Facebook Live on that day. So just giving you a heads up already. I'm just taking the day off. So you can plan on that. Maybe I'll find an older video and post that, like one of my I'll have to look for something that I can post for you. Anyway, so, and you know what? After that sneeze, I need to blow my nose quick. Last week, did I tell you? I had a cold last week. Thanks, Nancy. And it was a really quick one. Well, it may have been coming on for a while. I kept thinking was allergies, but it totally was just acting like allergies, like bad in the morning and at night sort of thing. That's just kind of how my allergies act. But then I had a couple days that I was just sneezy, drippy, everything. And I just shared with somebody that it was so bad. So I do a lot of computer work with doing videos and blogging and posting pictures and all that kind of stuff. So I'm on the computer a lot, and I was working, and I just could not stop blowing my nose. So I took my Kleenex and I just stuffed it up both sides of my nose, and I just sat there like that for a while working because I was so sick of stopping to blow my nose and clean my hands and then move on, and it was ridiculous. But it was a really short cold, but it was so annoying. I was very thankful that that was all it was, but I canceled my club because I didn't want to get everybody sick. Well, we postponed it. We had it last night. So I don't know how I got onto that other than, oh, I was sneezing. That was it. Okay, so today I'm using Eden's Garden. I've actually been really liking this collection of products. So I'm going to tell you about it again really quick in case anybody is watching new. So this is an early release. Here's some of the products that Stampin' Up! Designed for the suite. So this bundle right here is in the next mini catalog that you guys should be getting soon. Maybe you can see it better on here. So here is the stamp set. Yeah, that's definitely bigger. Here's the stamp set. It's definitely not Christmas, but you can make it look like Christmas. I think I did that a couple weeks ago. So here is the stamp set. Here are dies. So all of these are in the bundle, and they will be in the next mini catalog that you guys should be getting. But there are 3 items that are part of this collection that are only available right now. There's this, oops, wrong side, designer paper. It definitely can look very Christmassy. In fact, that's sort of what I'm doing with it today. The soft succulent, evening evergreen, there's gold accents on one side of the, I'm looking for the colors on here. Oh, it doesn't have the colors on this one. It always has the colors on the back of here. Oh no, that's the cotton paper. No, that is the designer paper. I thought I had 2 packs sitting here. Well, anyway, I know soft succulent and evening evergreen, and then gold accents. So that is only available through January 3 or while supplies last. Same with this cotton paper. You've seen me emboss it and crumple it up and tear it. It's like a thicker tissue paper, but it also reminds me of mulberry paper, just not quite as fibrous. And then there's these gems. They are soft succulent, and it says cherry cobbler, but I think they look like evening evergreen unless you tip them, and then you can see in the light that they're like supposed to be cherry cobbler. So these are available now. So I'm going to be using that, and then I'm also going to be using the pack of designer paper. Those of you who were at our retreat got a half a pack of this. It's the Tidings of Christmas. So these are all my scraps and stuff like that. So these colors are cherry cobbler, Sahara sand, soft succulent, and evening evergreen. And these are Christmassy, but also like obviously the stripes, you could make it for something else too. So anyway, I'm sort of combining these on this project eventually. So I'm going to show you my box. So when I put you down, I'm first going to show you the math for it again. I thought of this project because of my project last weekend that I did last night. We made bags last night. Or we didn't make the bag. We made the bag topper like I had done on my live last week. So I thought of it because of that. In fact, my beginning start is the same measurement, but my box top and bottom are different. So I'm going to put you down. Remember, I do have my new thing, but I'm sorry, I have to, it's not a, I wish I just had a thing that goes tip and then tip. That's what happened. That's what was before on my other one, but then it lost its tightness or something. I wonder if I can fix that or have my brother fix that. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I'm putting you down. I have to manually do this and not aim there. Okay, this looks pretty good. Oops, I forgot to do my thing. So I forgot to use my magic wand. I need to unbackwards you and upside down you. So then, yes, I forgot. Okay, so here are, okay, So I forgot to tell you. I was going to surprise you, but then I realized I need to tell you because it's what I based my measurements on. So I'm going to make a box for some tags, and I'm using the tailor-made tags. These, I'm sorry to say, are non-orderable right now. Remember, there's no such thing as a back order. And it's sometime in January that they will become available. So maybe you guys already bought these already, and you're in luck. That's wonderful. I love these things. I've been using them a lot. Anyway, this biggest tag here is what I based my box on. Obviously, I needed the tag to fit inside it. So that measurement is right here. It's my 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. That's the same thing that I had last week. I'm going to cover this up here. And I'm sorry, I feel like I need to blow my nose again. Once I sneezed, that just opens the floodgates. Just a sec. All right, it's a whole process. It's ridiculous. Okay, so my biggest die is this 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Well, it's actually like this is what would fit this well. This isn't exactly that size. It will fit inside that. So that's the measurement that I used. So what I could do is just make a box top and box bottom that are the exact same size, and then just score it differently, which I sort of am doing that and I sort of am not. So I'll tell you about that in a second. So I decided that I wanted a 1.5 inch bottom. So just like the bag topper, I need to multiply that by 2, which is 3, and then add that to my measurement. So that is 5 1/4 over here. And then add that same number to my long measurement, which makes that 7 1/4. So this is the size of, I'm actually using cardstock today. I wanted it to be sturdier for this box. So yeah, another good thing to use for a box bottom is your back white sheet that you get in the non-specialty designer's paper. I don't think you get it in the specialty because they tend to be thicker. But you get that white base piece. Anyway, I've used that for boxes. Okay, so now my box top, I wanted it to be, well, I'm just going to show you. You know I don't like to do this, but I'm just going to show you. I wanted it to show a little bit of the color. I wanted to use color instead of white. So if I had it to be the same size, then barely any color would be showing. So I wanted just a 1 inch top. So I need to multiply that by 2, which gives you 2. Add that to my first measurement, which gives me 4 1/4. Add that to my second measurement, which gives you 6 1/4. So these are the exact measurements. Take a screenshot if you want to. But also I will have I put the measurements on my blog, and I make a link to my blog so you can see what these are. So this is what you cut your pieces to, okay? Now, for the box bottom, I'm going to score right on the 2 inch line all the way around. So this is not the right size. I just grabbed this piece because it was similar. So I would score it 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay. Now for the top, I want to do it a little bit differently because it needs to not be exactly the same size, or the lid would just sit on top of the box bottom instead of fit over it. So instead of scoring at 1 inch, like I scored, oh, I'm sorry, I did it at 1.5 inches. I got confused by this number. I'm scoring at 1.5 inches on the box bottom because that's the size of lip that I want. Okay, so I want the 1 inch one, but instead of scoring at that, I'm going one more line in. Are you guys good at reading your lines on a ruler? I'm going to show you really quickly. So instead of, wait, I need to do, okay, so I'm using my outside one right there. So instead of doing it at 1 inch, I want to do it at 15/16. So this one tiny little line away, and doing it that way on all 4 sides gives you just enough give so that the box can fit over the top. So you could actually cut these 2 pieces exactly the same size and then just score it a 1/16 of an inch less all the way around, and you would be able to fit it over there. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So I have this, whoops, that's not what I want. So we're going to start with the box top, and I'm going to, I want something to show better. I guess I'm just going to put this here. I used to have a black piece of cardstock that I was using. All right, so I'm using this Eden's Garden soft succulent. I love this spray. So I'm just doing these randomly. I'm making basically I'm making my own designer paper is what I'm doing by doing this. So I didn't even just use regular white cardstock. I actually grabbed a piece of thick cardstock because I wanted to make sure that that it was sturdy. Okay, I want one more. I think I only did 3 on the last one. You won't see much of this because it's on the lip, but it's there. Okay, done with that. Now we're doing Evening Evergreen, and I just juiced this up, so I need to be lighter touch to it. So I want accents of this darker Evening Evergreen all throughout here. I'm trying not to go too fast, even though I tend to like stamp fast in front of people. The faster you go, the more likely you're going to squish it instead of just tap, tap, tap. So keep that in mind and don't go too fast. So, oh, I forgot to tell you, I did this already, and you probably can see. So I cut on the score lines to the next score line. You need it on opposite sides. So either these 2 or these 2, because we need these tabs. And then also, did I do this last week? I'm not sure that I did this last week, but besides just cutting on the score line, I also cut a little tiny wedge off the tab, and it should make it so that I don't have stuff to trim when I put the box together. It won't just be, like there won't be stuff sticking out. Does that make sense? Where else do I want? I want it darker here. All right, we're going to go with that for this one. Then I'm going with Sahara Sand because it's part of the colors of the designer paper that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to fill in the white spots. I'm not sure Sahara Sand is very Christmassy with this, or I'm not sure how Christmassy this design looks, but we're going to go for it. And honestly, it doesn't have to be Christmassy. It's sort of just however you want this to look. Okay, so all my spots are sort of filled. Yes, you did that last week. Okay, good. Thanks, Marlene. All right, now there's one more thing that I want to do, and I do want this to be more Christmassy, and so I want to add little pops of red in here. I wish that there was a little tiny stamp of these berries, like on this stamp. I love those little berries, but there's not, and I didn't want to pull out another stamp to try to find like a splatter stamp, and I also thought of another technique this morning, but I certainly don't want to what's the word, experiment on this one on camera. You could try it if you wanted to. You could use like a paintbrush dipped in, or like a water paint aqua painter dipped in cherry cobbler ink, and then sort of like flick it sort of thing. I would want to test it before I did it, and I'm not testing it today. So I'm just using my fine tip marker of my my Stampin' Write marker. It's not a Stampin' Blend. I want it finer than that. And I'm just going to put some berries here and there. It's kind of subtle. But I want some pops of red. I feel like that will make it more Christmassy. It would probably be even more so if I use some red ribbon, but I'm not. I don't have any cherry. Actually, cherry cobbler is what I want. I don't want red. Even I'm just doing markers and I can't talk. That's sort of ridiculous. It's not like it's oh, I didn't get this tab very colored here. Well, it's just going to be random. Okay, don't need it on the tabs. Let's get some more here. Now maybe you want to find something that has more red that will stand out more. That's up to you, but I'm just showing you an easy, thank you, an easy way to just add this pop of color, especially because it looks just like the dots that are here, sort of looking like berries. Now you could also just use designer paper that already has stuff like this, but I specifically wanted to use this stamp set to show you this. Okay, so that's enough. We're going to go with that. So now I'm going to use, do I have my bone folder? So since I have cardstock, I do want to use my bone folder for this. So I'm going to crease all my score lines. And like last week and like last night at our class, one of our people had a problem with it and didn't realize it till she'd pulled off the backing of her tear and tape. So like last week, we want to put the tear and tape on the tabs on the side that we want showing. So obviously we want our stamped side showing. That allows us to hide the tabs behind the design rather than having them be on the outside and then be seen. That's kind of annoying. So I'm just adding, I like doing 2 lines, even though these are tiny tabs. Excuse me. I like doing 2 lines of the tear and tape because it sort of makes the tabs more stable. When I've just done one because I was trying to be quick, like I've done it diagonal or something like that, I just feel like, well, there's part of it that's just not connected or something. It's annoying. So now I need to get all these pieces off. So by the way, I already made my box bottom because I didn't feel that you needed to see me do both top and bottom. Well, you really didn't need to see me do this either, but I needed to do the stamping first. So I tried to make it not so boring to watch me. Okay, so now it's always hard. I'm sticking to my ink pad. It's always hard to show this on camera, so I'm just trying to make it line up at the fold at the corner of the box. And you don't want it too tight or it will be more difficult putting the box top on. Let go. Okay, so I have my box top, all right, and I have my box bottom. See, they're one's 1.5 inch height or depth, whatever you want to call it, and the other is 1 inch, well, 15/16 of an inch. So I can put this right on top. So it shows like that. Okay, now I'm going to do the tags really quick. And this made me, that's funny, Nancy. Yeah, I try not to be boring, but, you know. Okay, so this made me think of, or what made me come up with this was what I did last week for my tags, sort of. I guess I did it differently. But for my class last night, when we did our tags, we did it a certain way. So we put designer paper on our white cardstock. This is just regular cardstock for my tags. It's not the thick cardstock. So I'm putting 2 strips on here. Putting this. Now this one, for the smaller set of tags, let me show you these again. For the smaller set of tags, can you tell that they're smaller? Just by like, maybe not even maybe a 1/4 of an inch. The smaller set of tags, you can put these, all 4 of these on right next to each other. Well, these are just a little bit bigger and I can't fit all 4 on here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put my tags on like this. The farther that you put it this way, the more design you have. The farther you put it this way, well, I did the opposite. If you put it this way, you get more white. If you put it this way, you get more design. So some of these you might want to keep in mind. I don't want that much design on here because I won't have much room to write or stamp or whatever. I'm not stamping on these. I'm going to let these be however you want them to be. Because you could just, like this is a really cute tag, you could just put a name on here rather than like Merry Christmas or to, from, or, you know, whatever. So I have, like I said, the smaller set of 4 tags would fit on here, but I needed an extra strip for this little one. Oops, can't see it in camera. Okay, so you see how they're set up. Now I'm going to run them through my machine. And I do need the big one because this is 4.25 inches wide. Yeah, because I told you that was my biggest die. Just a sec, I dropped one of them. Alright, so I'm not doing this on camera. It's too hard with my phone in the way, which is actually what you need to see it on. So, you know, I'm going to set this up just like I had done it on in front of you. And I can run these through all at one time, which is amazing. In the big one, can't do it this on the little one. Because 4.25 is too wide for that one. Okay, so running, sorry you just see my hand. Oh, that wants to be hard. Just do this. Okay, so now I'm going to put my tags back on here so I don't, or my dies back on here. I'm not going to worry about what's in the hole. I'll pop that out later. Okay, so my tags are back, safe and sound, my tag dies. Okay, and then here are the tags that I ended up with. And then for some, oh, I forgot, it's in this one. For some variety, I did a strip of each of these designs. So this is from the Eden's Garden or Evergarden. I forgot. I think the collection has a different name, or maybe the stamp set has a different name. Oh, Ever Eden. I can never get that right. Ever Eden designer paper. So these are from that. This is from the Tidings of Christmas. Is that the name of it? Just a sec. Yep, Tidings of Christmas designer paper. As is this red that I used. And then this is from the Ever Eden. So I did 2 sheets of, let me show you the die ends. I did 2 sheets of this with 1 designer paper and 2 sheets of this, this end. Can you see how the tags are different? And I'm not even going to put, what do you call it? Baker's twine or ribbon or anything on here. Again, it could just be a tag that you could hang it. Maybe you like something that coordinates a little bit differently. So I'm just putting them in here. And I guess I wouldn't have needed such a deep box, but you could make a whole bunch of tags. You could give this as a gift if you wanted, or you could just keep it for yourself, obviously. And one last thing to fancy it up. I love this ribbon. This is in the full catalog. Oh, also, so is this one. This Tidings of Christmas is in the full catalog, not in the mini catalog. So it's available even after Christmas. So this is open weave ribbon in evening evergreen and soft succulent. And I'm going to tie this together. It's funny, I went through a time when I did double ribbons for a while, and then it stopped, and then suddenly, what project did I do recently that made me think of it? And I've been doing, oh, I think the luminary made me think of it. Because I was making a gift for my team members and then needed to use sort of different colors. I was trying to make it colors that they liked. So I'm just tying a bow with both of these together. And so once you get this on, thanks for sharing. Once you get this on, you don't need to untie this. Like if you give this to somebody, you can let them know. They don't need to untie it. You can just slide it off. Okay. So I'm going to cut these. I'm cutting at different lengths too. And then I also want to just sort of pull them apart a little bit. And it makes it look like a fuller bow. But still a simple one. So if you have it long enough, you can make your bow, you can make it a bow rather than a knot. And there we go. I so adore these colors together. It makes me so happy. Okay, so now I need to pull you up. I need to upside down you, put you backwards again. And I'm sorry, this is manual. Oh, good. This should... Sorry. I'm bouncing. Okay, so here is my box. It's hard... Oh, there we go. Now the light's not shining on it so much. So, obviously, you could do this with designer paper. You could make a white bottom. Oh, thanks. Me too. But I wanted to use the stamp set. So anyway, here it is. So this is all I'm doing today. So I have one and done today. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad that you guys like the box. I was thinking of, do you guys remember my I will be finished watching. Thanks, you too. Do you guys remember my Christmas stamp camp I used to have? I stopped having it because, like, I was getting less and less people coming, and it wasn't a good plan to have less people coming and pay for a room and all that kind of stuff. So I stopped. But I remember we had, I think I got this idea from somewhere. We made cute little tags. One of the things, so it was something where we did 6 Christmas cards and then 4 projects of something other than, like, it could have been a bag or a box or a gift card holder or whatever. I remember one we had, we used to have 6x6 page protectors, and we cut off the edge, and then somehow we folded over, and it became the packet that would hold all the tags. It was kind of fun. It was cool. Okay, let's see. Anything else I have for you? Sorry, it was needed. 2 things. If you were, in the last 2 years, if you were a hostess, a club member, a team member, anything like that, I sent out my hostess appreciation invites. It's just online ones. I decided to give myself a break, because making as many as I would need to make and still not having my Christmas cards done. And then I had a place for keeping track of registration. So it should be in your email. You can, well, you need to register online. That's how I'm doing it. So I don't have to keep track of, oh, she said, yeah, she's coming. It's just all right there. So make sure that, thanks for sharing. Make sure that you check your email and click that you're going. And also, I will be doing the same thing soon for the retreat. Nadine and I had a planning session, so we'll be getting registration going soon, or I will be. And so you're still, for that one, you're still allowed to pay by check or cash if you prefer. But the payment is what registers you. So you can do it online through the email that I'll send you, or I'll post it somewhere or whatever. And if you don't want to do it that way, then you have to get a check in my hand to reserve your spot. So, okay. That's all that I have. So if you have any questions or anything, needing ideas for something, let me know. I will see you again next week, but remember, I will not be on the week after. But I'll find some video that will be on. So thank you for joining me today, and have a great day. I will see you later. Bye.